This is PkmnMstrz, a Pokemon Go podcast. Your critical hit of Pokemon Go and the news from the Pokemon world around us. Logic and adultiness don't always apply. Here are your hosts, Jolt Switch Matt and Roxy. Hi there, everyone, and welcome to a new week of, our lovely little podcast.
You sound like a little house of the prairie.
This week. Do you have a bit to go over? I mean, just touching on the events that are upcoming and a lot of things that have changed in the last week. First and foremost, the coronavirus making huge changes within Niantic and Silpharina.
And how we play the game all together.
Yeah. Then we do have some, again, information within our event radar. The Get Out in Battle League, which has turned into the Stay in Battle League.
Mm-hmm.
Legendary raid trains, because we've got all the legendary raids going on right now. Community Day, as well as Paleozoic pranking. Then we do have a little bit of more of Starly in the data mines, and, like I said, some Silpharina news there.
Correcto.
Now, before we get too deep here, just want to make sure everyone is aware that this podcast is powered by Patreon. So for as little as $1 a month, you can help the PvP scene that we admin within our region, as well as give us a hand with, keeping everything rolling. Any level of support does help immensely for all aspects of everything that we do. Now, if monetary support isn't quite your thing, just make sure to share and drop a rating on whatever podcast provider that you listen on.
If it's allowed.
If it's allowed. Just show us that you like what you hear, and make sure any of your Pokemon Go fan friends have the ability to listen too.
Yes. Show us off a little.
Now, we did have that Go Battle League prep event that had Registeel and Cresselia in those legendary raids for a little while. It has come and gone. I didn't get out for any of those raids at all. Did you take part?
No.
No,
I really wanted the shiny Registeel, but I figured, I know this might sound a little panicked or whatever the fuck, but I don't give a shit, so fuck you all. But I just don't want to be around people. I work with the public every day, and I see people coming in and out, and I just, on my off time, I just want to go literally from home to work and from work to home.
Yeah.
I don't really want to go anywhere. You know what I mean?
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe. I think it would be a little bit different if I wasn't pregnant. I maybe would have been a little bit more braver going out, but it's not about me anymore. You know what I mean? There's a little being, and I'm just trying to be responsible and, just preventative, because it's if I don't have to, I'm not gonna. I have both Pokemon. I'm not a hardcore PvP player, so it's I don't need to. The only reason I would want to go, which was kind of why I wanted to go, was to get the shiny Registeel, right? But at the same time, I can live without a shiny Registeel. I'd rather just not have contact with people.
I'd rather stay inside and be able to go and raid for it another time.
Well, pretty much, yeah. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities. Now,
the Go Battle League regular season did kick off. The funny part was when it changed from preseason to regular season.
It crashed in 10 minutes.
First, what happened? It gave us rankings, already, so it didn't start us at 1.
Okay.
For instance, I was ranked 9, but I'm going to be honest, I didn't do so well in Master League and Ultra League, so my rating dropped during that period.
Okay.
So when it kicked off, it sent me to level 8.
Huh.
I claimed my rewards. I didn't get an Elite Charge TM, which was weird, because I know that was supposed to be one of the rewards that you get if you get rank 7 or higher.
Okay.
And then, I don't even think I got a Premium Battle Pass.
Did you not?
I don't think so.
Huh.
It's harder to judge that one because I have so many. But I have
my
zero.
Name is Matt. I have so many. It's so hard.
I have 0 Elite Charge TMs, and I was expecting to get 1.
Okay.
I didn't get one.
Weren't you supposed to or something?
If you're a level 7 or higher, you're supposed to get one.
That's what I thought.
That's what I read and what I understood. I could be wrong, but that's what I understood. I don't have one.
Well, that's shit.
So I'm kind of what's going on with this mess?
What's going on? Did you Twitter about it?
No.
You should tweet her about it.
I don't even know,
Well, see what happens.
See, but it's hard, though, because it's difficult to understand if they're even supposed to be in-game yet. Because if, for instance, they were launched before regular season started, then it would be yeah, for sure you get one.
Okay, now I'm confused. I don't know.
But they were saying that you're supposed to receive one if you reach rank 7 or higher, but I don't know if they're in-game yet at all. So if they're not, then that would make sense why I didn't get one.
Okay. How do you find out, though?
No idea.
Cool. Just checking.
So if anyone has received one or does have one, let me know that I'm missing something I should have.
Fair. Let them know.
So we do have that sort of primp and prep. I call it prep, but it's just Pokemon that are more valuable within PvP. They're in raid battles right now. So, and I mean, by the time the podcast launched, they won't be anymore, but I hope everyone got out and got what they were looking for with that. Now, with coronavirus coming out and being such a big deal right now, what Niantic has done is they've made it so you don't need to walk to get your battle pieces right now.
Which I think is nice. It's a good move.
I mean, that's definitely a huge bonus. It means that you can stay home and battle and get the 35 battles without having to walk a step if you don't need to. So just keep in mind that the Great League is ongoing here until March 27th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll flip over to Ultra League at that time. I believe they had mentioned it was going to last for 30 days while you can battle with good friends. So that means one gift or one interaction. And you don't have to walk to get that stuff. And they've made it more of an indoor game even though it's supposed to be an outdoor game. And you can get you pay 1 Pokecoin, you get 30 incense. And the incense lasts for an hour. And the spawns are insane. It's like 1 a minute.
Have you tried it?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I was just running them.
When?
On Friday.
Was I asleep?
No, you were not home.
What was I doing?
I was talking with Terry Wolf about it in the chat room.
I don't pay attention to you guys. No offense, Terry. I'm so oblivious. It's stupid. Like, I'm actually very proud that I haven't, like, really fucked up at work. Like, I'm really proud. Even my boss said so. She was like the other way. She's like, you know what? You're actually not doing too bad. You haven't fucked anything up. And I went, not that you're aware of. And she started laughing. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I fixed anything I fucked up very quickly. She's like, well, clearly, because I haven't gotten wind of it. I'm like, because you wouldn't. Ha ha ha. But yeah, there was a few hiccups, but...
You can only do what you can.
Yeah, but I'm still proud of myself, because, like, literally, I have 2 brains inside me, and I've never been dumber. Like, fuck. I really hope it goes away, because, like, how many times do I walk into a room and go, why am I here?
Oh, God, I do that, too.
Oh, my God, maybe you're pregnant, too.
Working on my dad bod.
Can I feel your belly?
So, also this weekend, we did have Giratina Altered Form in raids. Now, another thing that Niantic has done to try and make it easier for anyone that can't get to a raid or doesn't want to go outside for, coronavirus issues, it's available in Go Battle League rewards as well.
Yep. Which, that's why I was, like, hyped to get the anal beads dude.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Thunders.
Yes, that guy. Because I don't want to fucking go inside.
But you got Metagross instead.
What the fuck? I was so pissed.
I got 2 Metagross and I'm getting annoyed.
Like, fucking hell. But then again, I hatched a 10k egg, and what was it? It was a Feebas. Like, what the fuck do I need a Feebas again?
Now, Community Day was supposed to be this Saturday, but again, Niantic took it upon themselves to make sure everyone was being, we're playing an outdoor game that involves people, so they removed the Investigating Illusions purchase, as well as Community Day. It's been postponed. We don't have a date for when yet, but it was removed. And that was kind of a part of the incense and everything that they were offering. It's also half hatch distance on your eggs.
Yes.
So make sure to keep that in mind as well.
So they are being quite generous, I would say, and doing the best they can to compensate for, like, something that's not in their control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And am I correct in saying that I heard or saw somewhere that Philly's probably not going to happen? Yes,
I do have some information for that as well.
Okay.
Safari Zone St. Louis is postponed. There was information that came out from the Philadelphia Inquirer, which is, it was their verified Twitter page. It's a newspaper for Philly.
It's a reputable source?
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
So, schools are closed due to COVID-19 or coronavirus for 2 weeks, which, I mean, we're seeing that in Canada too.
Yeah, we are. The kids aren't going back to school till April 5th, I think.
And Mayor Jim Kennedy and his administration are planning to place ban on events of over 1,000 people and encouraging residents to skip events with 250 or more attendees.
Correct.
So this is the mayor of Philly doing this.
Yeah, I know LA is just shutting down anything over 250. Just like straight up coming and shutting that shit down. So again, it's a ban, and the ban was looking to last for 6 months. So May is in 2 months, it's a no-go. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, it makes sense. You know, like it's better to, postpone than risk it.
Right.
I mean, come on, like 3 European countries are in total lockdown. We've seen all those videos of the happy Italians singing on their balconies.
They're quarantined, but they're all singing.
Oh, honestly, I think that's my favorite part of this, is just watching some people come together and some people be idiots and buy all the toilet paper. The virus doesn't make you shit. Like, technically, you need 1 roll of paper a week, right?
Pretty much.
So if you buy 24 rolls of paper, you should have 24 weeks worth. And if they're double, then maybe you can get double out of it. So 24 weeks is what? 6 months? So then,
yeah.
Come on, And it broke my heart. Like, I was reading, and there was like a post that like a mom was asking if anyone had extra formula, if she could like have some, because everyone's buying out formula too.
Formula, diapers,
like unreal,
everything.
Which is like, I mean, it's kind of sad to see like the selfishness.
Yeah.
Right, because it's like you don't have to buy that much. Well,
like even here, we just saw an article for for cars being broken into in the Costco parking lot for the toilet paper.
Because they can see the toilet paper in the back seat. Which, I mean, segues me into me making more money, because now everyone's freaking out and buying bidet seats. Which is good for me. So if anyone needs a bidet seat and you're in Canada, hit me up. I'll make it happen.
So the beautiful part of Niantic with postponing that St. Louis event,
yes,
they've offered 2 things. One, keep your ticket there are extra perks. The other one is they'll actually offer a refund, which in most of the listings and everything for the information on the tickets, it says very clearly non-refundable.
Fair enough. But didn't they say they were going to offer refunds though?
Exactly. So they've canceled the event, so they're offering refunds.
Correct.
But you can keep your tickets
for
the event when it happens in the future.
Yes.
And on the day you have tickets for, you get the spawns from the event.
Oh, no shit. In your country?
Yeah, so like Chicago, remember Chicago's Saturday Go Fest the other year? It rained out.
Yeah.
So Serenix got to run around with Kitchener-Waterloo catching all the Pokemon, remember?
Oh yeah, he was like, I can't stay to battle because I have to go.
Yeah.
Okay,
so they're doing that for the ticket holders that keep their tickets.
So we're keeping our shit. Because why wouldn't I? So then I don't have to go.
I mean, we can still go.
Yeah, but if it depends on timing, because if it's right after we have the baby, we're not going anywhere.
Agreed.
Also, if I'm, 8 or 9 months pregnant, I'm not moving. Like, I cap it at 7. Goodbye.
So there are perks to keeping tickets.
Yeah.
But if you want the refund, you can get the refund.
I mean, it's not such a giant amount of money for me personally, where I'm like scrambling for that money. I would just keep it. If they didn't even say they would offer refunds, I forgot about the refunds until right now. Actually. So
I'm assuming once Niantic announces the cancellation of Philly.
Yes.
Again, I don't know if Niantic is going to announce the cancellation, but Philly is looking to put bans on events. So to me, it means that it is going to be canceled.
More than likely.
Or postponed.
Yes.
I would still be looking to keep the tickets because, I mean, there's not a lot of the spawns that we were looking at anyway.
Well, what do you mean?
Mr. Mime.
Yeah, I mean, it's Mr. Mime.
And, I mean, Rufflet would be cool. We do have raid weekends still ongoing, but what it means, or what Niantic's also done, is they've extended them too. Mm-hmm. So they've extended them by, I believe it's 4 days. Let me just confirm. I believe it's 4 days. 3 or 4 days. So rather than being the weekend of March 23rd on its own, so the 20th to the 23rd, yes, so 3 days. Yeah. It's extended to March 17th. So 17th at 8 a.m., ending on the 23rd at 10 p.m. local time. You'll have Cobalion in raids, shiny available.
Possible. Yeah, that's what I'm hyped for.
It is going to have a special move, sort of like the legendary birds on those raid days.
Yes.
He is going to know, is going to know Sacred Sword.
All right.
Now, we did get information for that, a drive to investigate research. And remember last week we were talking about Genesect, if you give it a certain drive to hold its move changes?
Yeah.
It's called a drive to investigate. He holds drives, blah, blah, blah. That makes sense why. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So March 22nd between 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. local time, you'll have, again, it's that mysterious weekend event that they've come forward with. So it's got all the same features that we've listed off before. Normal, fire, water, electric, and ice Pokemon will be spawning more often in the wild. We will see lots of Jigglypuff, Magnemite, Marill, Houndour, and Snorunt. Nincada will actually be appearing in the wild with shiny possibility.
All right.
I haven't seen it, but
I'm hyped.
I assume it's pink.
I go check. I do go check.
And hatching from 5k eggs will be Nincada alongside Carablast and Shelmet. So the Tier 1 to Tier 4 raids will have Bug and Steel-type Pokemon to tie into Genesect.
You, sir, are wrong.
Well, I have no idea.
It's yellow. There's a shiny Celebi, though. That's pink.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just looking at shit.
Now, the event itself will be available to all. So all the spawns and everything will be available to everyone. But the research, as well as the rewards that go along with the research, does come at a cost of $7.99 US. I know everyone's concerned about Genesect, but it will come out to exclusive raids in April. Very similar to Reggie.
So it's like you can do the quote-unquote Reggie event for the $7.99?
Yeah.
Or you can wait till they come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does come alongside a medal. And again, Pinsir, Scizor, Skarmory, Carablast, Shelmet, and lots of other Pokemon that are related to Genesect will be available. And the research itself actually comes with a Durant encounter.
Alright.
Now, Durant is the little ant that is available in the Eastern Hemisphere.
Durant.
I knew that was coming.
Duranty. Oh, man.
So it's
hungry like a wolf.
So we got Heatmore that looks like an anteater.
Yes, and they have an ant.
Yeah. So it'll be available through the purchase of that event as well.
Now, if you don't purchase it, you can't get it, correct?
Well, not unless you travel, no.
Fuck. This changes things.
Now, it also does come with avatar items. So a bag and a hat, and they actually look pretty cool.
Oh, is it the purple bag?
Yeah.
Fuck! Okay, you know what?
And the hat.
Again, I am very against, paying to play and shit, but... Avatar, why?
Alright, so here are the awesome, amazing items that come with this event when you purchase it.
So does this mean you're gonna purchase it?
5 premium battle passes.
Okay, this fucking train.
3 super incubators.
Okay.
3 charge TMs.
Okay.
3 fast TMs.
Okay.
3 incense.
Okay.
3 star pieces.
Okay.
1 Poffin.
Okay.
15 rare candy.
Oh my god.
And a glacial lure.
What the fuck? That's a lot of shit for $7.99.
Yeah. So it does come with quite a bit. And it'll all happen on that same weekend that you'll be raiding for Cobalion. So it'll be good to have extra raid passes if you're going for that shiny.
I still don't want to go outside. Fuck.
I get that. Now with that, they have also extended the raid weekend for Lugia. So it is adjusted to the 24th until the 30th, starting at 8 a.m. on the 24th, ending 10 p.m. on the 30th, and Lugia will have a special move called Arrow Blast.
Ooh, blast that arrow.
Now, if they make these moves similar to, Community Day moves, could be a really interesting mix for these legendaries. Okay. Especially if you can fit them into PvP.
Yeah.
It'll be brutal.
It'll be brutal, kitten. Do you hear that?
Brutal.
Don't go fuck shit up on the counter. Don't be that guy.
Now, delving into that data mine that we're seeing for version 0.169.0, there are new search strings available. So
are they shorter?
So remember well, it all depends what you're searching for, the length of the string.
I guess.
So when you search evolve to see Pokemon you can evolve?
Yes.
A new one is one word, evolve new. Okay. Means when you evolve it turns into something you don't have.
That would be so much easier for me.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And you can search Pokemon by age.
Yeah.
So, for instance, if you want to see Pokemon that you caught in 2017
yeah, okay.
or 2016,
Doesn't matter.
You just type the word year, 2016.
And it'll just drop them all.
It'll show all the Pokemon you caught in 2016.
That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot.
It also does by day. So if you say age and then put like the number 3, it would be Pokemon you caught 3 days ago.
Okay.
If you put a dash, then it would be 3 or more, and then 3 to 5 would be 3 days to 5 days ago.
Okay.
So if you want to do by days, you can do by that. If you want to do by year, but you can't say year 2016-2017. That one doesn't work.
No.
That would be a lot of Pokemon.
Well, yeah.
Usually,
1 year kitten.
Usually, you'd only want to see like 8 Pokemon by a specific year if you're looking for a guaranteed lucky trade, right? So,
yeah.
But that's in the code. Not sure when it'll come through, but it's in the code to happen.
Okay.
There are Pokemon in costumes showing up in the code as well.
Alright.
I know you don't like the hats, but you like costumes.
I do, because the hats are just annoying.
So, Dragonite in a costume?
What kind of costume?
I don't know, just his costume.
Damn it.
Pikachu in a costume.
What are you? Oh, is it the Nacho?
No, that's the Pikachu Libre that's already part of the code. So there's another one.
In another adorable costume? It's cute.
And Onyx.
Oh my god, Onyx. Can you imagine Onyx in like a big bow tie?
There is a Crystal Onyx.
Oh, I saw that. That I was like, oh.
Yeah, Crystal Onyx was in the show.
Yeah.
So this could be Crystal Onyx, but we're not 100% sure yet.
Well, no.
But
it'd be pretty sick. This is the first time I ever hear you excited about something that's like, remotely to do with style. Usually you're like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't really care that much.
Huh?
I just know that you're excited, so I'm excited.
Oh my god.
Because you are excited.
So we are hyped.
So the coding for Aeroblast, which is what Lugia will know, has been put in the code as well.
Yeah.
New text when you put a TM on a Pokemon. So remember before, are you sure you'd like to TM blah blah blah, and then it would just give you a new move?
Yeah.
So remember the main series games where it did the 1, 2, 3, ta-da! So-and-so learned this and forgot that? No, okay.
Well, I remember to learn this and forgot that, but I don't remember the whole sequence.
Yeah, because they did it was a 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, they I do actually, because it was 1, 2, it was like ... 2,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So in Pokemon Go,
yes,
they've adopted that.
Oh, that's cute.
So when you give it a TM,
mm-hmm.
But the fun part is, because if it's not an elite TM,
mm-hmm.
it's really that 1, 2, 3, shit.
Fuck.
Or 1, 2, 3,
yes!
Usually when you do it, it's a yes. Because you have that kind of luck.
Me? Yeah, honestly, I can get the move I want on a first shot.
Usually.
Crazy. Oh, yeah.
It's so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Pikachu Libre movesets have been added to the code as well. So for a fast move, it'll either know Thunder Shock or Charm.
Okay.
And for a charge move, there are 3 moves. Flying Press, which is a new move.
Okay.
I believe it's a fighting move.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Thunder Punch.
Thunder.
And Play Rough.
Okay, I got it.
So they're all fighting moves, or they all sound like fighting moves.
Yeah, they all sound pretty rough.
Yeah, so Flying Press is fighting. Thunder Punch is electric, and Play Rough is fairy. But yeah.
Fair enough.
Now, looking at the Sylph Arena tournaments, what we need to keep in mind is that Sylph Arena actually just announced that they would no longer...
Everything's canceled.
Yes, they're not doing in-person tournaments right now.
No.
At all.
So regionals are gone.
So regionals have been moved, which means our event at the Hive is being postponed until Sylph Arena decides it's time to bring it back, which will probably be around the same time Niantic says, go out and walk for your battles again.
Yeah.
And even before that announcement, we had decided to postpone our tournament as well. So anyone who's interested in that Kitchener-Waterloo group, we are trying to do the Toxic Cup itself. We are looking at doing a remote one instead.
Okay.
Just in case things don't turn out.
Mm-hmm.
And everything's being held up. Now, the bonus with this, again, is that Niantic has made it so you only need 1 encounter instead of 30 to be able to tie together with everyone, which makes it a lot easier for us to organize.
Well, yes.
Along with lots of other groups as well. I know that, for instance, Go Stadium does remote tournaments all the time. Makes it easier to battle there. I'm in one that's called Pokemon Go Coliseum. They're just doing mega tournaments over and over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
And they do them, instead of doing, like most groups, an async lobby, which means that the tournament starts and then you get, like, say 3 or 4 days to do your battle.
Yeah.
They're doing it very synchronized, which means when this tournament starts, you need to be available. So yes, you can sit on your couch and do these battles, but the battles are happening starting now, and you have like 15 to 30 minutes to do each round.
Okay.
So they're making it so the tournament starts and ends as though it's a real tournament.
Okay.
Even though you're sitting on your couch.
Well, yes.
Which, I mean, they didn't announce that to begin with, so it was a little, like, I jumped in one, I was like, this is gonna be awesome, there's gonna be like 60 people.
Yeah.
And then I realized when the round started, we had like 30 minutes, and that I'm like, fuck, I can't right now.
Why?
What?
Why couldn't you?
Well, I ended up jumping in and doing a few.
Yeah.
But then the last one we got disqualified because it took forever for the other guy to add me and send a gift and do the shit to be able to battle. And then he's like, oh, we've been eliminated. And I'm like, excuse me? Why were we eliminated? I've been on your ass.
Oh my god. That's annoying that you both get eliminated.
Yeah, so, I mean, definitely a big shift in the gameplay itself, because, like, it is a get out and go and play game. But because of what we're seeing, they have made that adjustment to make it so maybe people that haven't been able to start playing because they're concerned about it and they want to learn about it, maybe now would be a good time for people to jump in to give it a test run.
Yeah, see what they think.
Yeah, so you don't have to download it and go out and walk. I think when you start the game, you get at least 1 incense. So right now, drop an incense, see what those spawns are like, learn how to catch, go through that whole process.
Okay.
You might be able to learn a little bit, maybe fall in love a little bit, so when you do have to go outside, then it's like, you know what, I really enjoyed doing this at home. Let's go outside.
Go outside and they'll do it. Yay me! Oh my god, Vincent, are you watching the Food Network?
I see his face under the table.
He was watching. Alton Brown's making Christmas cookies. It's a good episode.
Oh, is this his reload?
Yeah,
of the Santa Claus episode?
This is reload of the Christmas episode.
Did you see any articles or anything you wanted to talk about this week?
Well, not really, because everything is just how insane everything is and how the game is changing, right?
Yeah.
It's a complete 180, and it's not like their fault, because it's not, again, what they've designed the game for. Right? It's not meant to be played at home on your couch, but they had to make some adjustments, of course, right? And I can't help but think the spoofers are like, haha! We told you! Right? Or some stupid shit like that, right? Because they never had to leave the house ever, basically, right? Which is like, oh, we've been playing it like this all along. And I gotta tell you, I kind of do miss it. Because, like, I see stuff, and, like, it's popping up, and you keep telling me, because you have your phone set to the notifications. So, like, you keep telling me, oh, it's just raids. It's raids. And I mean, I'm sure people are out, but, like, I went to my doctor, and she's like, you're at a higher risk because you're pregnant and your immune is shit. Mm-hmm. So she said, I would prefer you would stay home as much as you can and sanitize and just wash your hands. Yeah. But don't put yourself into situations where, like, you don't have to be in. Which, I mean, I've always... this isn't just because of, the corona shit, but I've always done my shopping online because I spend less because I edit my cart. Yep. At least 4 times, and I give it to you, and then you re-edit the cart. But, like, I'm thankful that I'm able to do that. Like, put it all in my cart and then go pick it up and just deal with one person. I don't have to get out of my car. They just pack it into the back of my car, right? Yeah. And I mean, I know some people have said, well, they still have to handle your groceries and shit like that. It's like, yeah, but on the flip side, at that point, you shouldn't be buying anything from the grocery store because who stocks the shelves? You know what I mean? It's all coming from the same place. I'm just not going through a sea of people. I only have to deal with the groceries that someone may have touched. I don't have to deal with all of the people to get to the groceries that someone may have touched. Exactly, and anyone who put it back and put it again. But I mean, like, I saw someone posted a picture of a guy in Cambridge going into the supermarket in a hazmat suit. Like, that's a bit much, in my opinion. Like, you're gonna scare the children. But still. Well, in the States where they're like,
supermarkets can only have so many people inside them at once because everyone needs a meter of space.
Oh yeah, it was 25 people at once or something because we both heard, right?
Yeah, and it was like people lined up around the block outside because you needed a meter of space between each of those people too.
So it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
so again, I would prefer to just do it online and then go pick it up. Oh, look, it's the House Hippo commercial. It's back. If anyone's the Canadian that listens and knows what the House Hippo commercial is, either send me a tweet or, leave us a voicemail and let me know that you know exactly what I'm talking about. I would like a House Hippo, please.
House Hippo.
House Hippo.
I didn't tell you I saw her across the hall neighbor today.
And?
He was like, this is something, isn't it? Like, about the whole situation.
They're so cute.
He was like, I went to do groceries and it was ridiculous. And I was like, he goes, they were lined up around the block.
Yeah.
So they're doing it here too.
Oh yeah, no, I know. My mom sent me pictures of, because they live down the street from like a No Frills, which is like a supermarket here.
Right.
Like a grocery store. So she sent me pictures of people literally waiting outside, wrapped around the building. And I was like, holy fuck. And I mean, I can still get most of the groceries that we need through the online service. Because I just did it today. Not because I'm panic buying, it's because we actually just need more meat.
Yeah, but I mean, it's coming up to payday when we do groceries anyway.
Yeah, so it's coming up to the day that I do them anyway, and I usually start like 3-4 days before, just so I can gather everything and then go pick it up on Friday or Saturday. Usually now Saturday, so you can help me with everything. Last time I did it, I mean, I got a little bit of extra stuff, but that's because we were out of like rice and like random shit, right? And plus, because I'm pregnant, I'm snacky all the time, so whatever I see ends up in my cart. And then it's good for later. So yes, I'm buying a little bit more because I'm eating a little bit more.
But we're not buying all the toilet paper.
No, like I have, again, just one case, which is just fine. I'm buying what I need. Like I asked, one of our friends is actually in quarantine because poor guy went to a building where they found that someone had corona. So they said, don't even come home. Just go to quarantine. I mean, don't even come to the office. Just go to your house and self-quarantine, right? So I did ask him if he needs anything dropped off, right? So in an instance like that, if anyone needed something, I would go get the extra, right? I mean, I did ask him if he wanted me to TP his house, but then in all seriousness, I said if you need anything, let us know because we can drop it off.
Yeah,
right. Because he has a baby.
I mean, we wouldn't visit with him, but put it
like,
outside the front door.
Put it on his porch and run, type thing. Right? Like, I mean, I don't even visit, like, family that we have in town. Because I, like...
Just cautious.
Just cautious, again, what the doctor said. No hugging, no visiting. Like, just limit all the social interactions. So, my auntie just got us a couple things. So, one of our cars, we park it at her house because our garage is under construction. So, she texted me this morning and she said, I left a couple of things in front of your Jetta. So... come and get them. So Matt went and got them. But they were outside for a while. And it's nice and cold. It's basically the same temperature that a fridge is. Like, between 2 and 3 degrees.
Yeah.
Type thing. It was just fine. But, like, no one opened the door. No one said hi. No one gave hug. No. None of that. I mean, I think it's, like, I thought about it. I'm like, it's kind of scary living in a building. Because no matter what, you're in close proximity with people. Or someone just walked through the hallway. And, like, I don't know who's been there before me. It's not terrible.
You can only do what you can.
Well, yeah. And I mean, we have signs all over the place how to wash your hands.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been either...
They put signs up outside the doors on the main doors.
Oh, yeah. So I've been either washing my hands to the thong song, or I've been washing my hands to the Team Rocket monologue.
Why?
Because it's the right length of time. Because I'm not singing Happy Birthday. That's fucking stupid. So I've been singing Cisco's. Let me see that. Yeah, it's actually way more fun. Now I know why kids get toothbrushes with music.
Oh my god.
I want one.
I want one?
I do. Only if it has the thong song. I think that's a stretch though.
Oh my goodness.
I would like this children's toothbrush that plays music, but only if it's Cisco's thong song. They'll be like, ma'am, are you okay? I think I sing again. She had... What? Yeah, it's fun. And then I sang, I go, all meow long, because we have cats, or all louse long. Oh, Gampton, you're so cute. Just leaning on the daddy. I want that cat to like me that much. It
she
doesn't.
likes you.
Not like that. She tolerates me because I feed her sometimes. That's realistically what it is. Kitten dubstep. Yeah, but it's just a weird shift for me. And I mean, I get it. Yes, I haven't been doing as much of it because pregnant and swollen and just tired all the time. But I'm sure it's a huge shift. Like, people now have gone from bitching about having too many events to bitching about, staying home or just being like, I don't care. If this is how I die, this is how I die. And just, still going out. So it's a big mixed bag, I would say. Oh, is that a kitten purr?
Yeah.
Captain segment. My purr missile. Doesn't like that. Doesn't like it. Doesn't like it. And now I take it because you don't like it. Stupid thing. Stupid things to that Captain. Okay, bye. That lasted long. 3 seconds. What's your take? I'm sure you're enjoying not walking for your battles.
Yes.
As much, because you'd have to do it at like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, well, I mean, I miss going out to walk.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
I stopped going out to walk because it started getting, like, stupid cold.
Yeah, it was, and, like, rainy.
Yeah.
Or snowy and icy and shit.
So that was just asking for things to happen.
Starting to get too Canadian for you?
No, it was just, I couldn't feel my hands or use my phone.
Well, yeah, which is Canadian.
Like, my phone would turn off when it had 75% battery.
Because it's cold as dick.
Yeah. So it's like, I had to stop because, like, again, I couldn't feel my hands.
No. And you don't want to do that.
No. And now I don't have to walk, but is that a string?
Yep.
Oh, it's a cheesy effect.
Well, this is from, like, what year?
2003.
There you go. Look at Alton in 4K.
Oh my gosh.
But so it's a nice break.
I mean, it's good to, like, battle.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, with more people battling now, it's a lot more difficult.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess.
Like, my first few sets, I went, like, 4-1.
Okay.
Which was pretty decent.
Yeah.
And then when I jumped up enough in the rankings, then it's like 2-3. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Damn it.
1-4. Oh, for fuck's sake. There goes all my freaking awesomeness.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. As you know, I'm not that much of an avid battler, but that's okay. Like, I still participate sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, it's just right now, I'm trying to, like, not focus on being, like, because I don't like losing. If anyone knows me, they know I don't like losing. So, like, I sit there and I stress about it and I worry, and that's not what I need right now.
Yeah, because you're competitive.
Very much so. It's stupid. Competitive in life and sales. And sales is not a bad thing.
No.
Makes me look good. I've been doing really well this year too.
I mean, I'm competitive too, and like, but I don't know, when I get beat a lot. Well, you've seen me in tournaments when if I had a really bad tournament, you've seen my whole just night is just garbage afterwards.
I know, unless I get you a milkshake, that seems to work.
Yeah, or we got what was it? What did we catch the one time?
The dinosaur thing.
Cranidos?
I think so. The blue dinosaur
with the hard head.
Yeah. And I drove way too fast in a way too residential neighborhood to go get it. No, that's when we still had the Jetta.
And then into the park.
Yeah, I literally drove into the park. There was a road, it just finished. It
was still wide enough for a car.
So I just did it.
I did that in the Micra.
Oh my god, remember when we ended up on the sidewalk?
On the bike path?
On the bike path, because you thought it was a road, and I'm like, no, this is a bike path. You just have a stupidly tiny car. And remember the people looked at you like, what the fuck is he doing?
Well, it looked like a turn.
It did not.
And
at all.
So, I had Pokemon Go on my dashboard. With the raid and everything that we were... Was it a raid or was it a Pokemon we were trying?
It was a raid.
So, I could see where the gym was, and it was like, okay, there's a turn off here. But so, you can see on a regular road when it's wide enough, and then it goes to a walkway because it's like half the size.
Yeah.
But because the turn off was its own thing, it wasn't a road that turned into a walkway,
yes,
it was hard to tell.
Oh my god. And
so
you were turning, and I was like, this isn't the road. This isn't the road. And you're like, yes, it is. This is fine. And I was like, oh, fuck, it's not. Yeah, we've done some stupid shit. Some of us have crashed our cars. Some of us haven't.
Okay, that wasn't my fault.
I'm just glad you're okay. Fuck.
We're in a parking lot very late at night. I can't remember what I was trying to get.
I think you were getting a Pokemon. I'm not sure.
I think it was an Onix.
Oh, fucking Onix. Us and Onix is honest to God. Onyx to God!
So I tucked around in the back of the parking lot, which was not well lit at all. Like, there were lights, but there weren't, like, floodlights. No. I showed you the parking lot after.
I've been to the parking lot with you, yeah.
And what ended up happening was I was driving through the parking spaces of the parking lot instead of the, like, driveway. Because people drive through the parking lot.
Yeah, all the time, like.
Right?
And you would think it'd be okay.
So what ended up happening was I drove from one parking spot into the next parking spot, but there was a ditch between the two that you couldn't see until
it basically looks like trenches.
Like, yeah.
Like just trenches with, like, fucking...
No, and they're not deep.
Nah, they're not deep, though. It's okay. It's not that they're deep. They're just very wide. And they dip down. So, like, if you stood there, the depth would be, I would say, up to your hip. But they stretch.
Yeah, but the issue is that...
You can't see them when you're approaching.
When you're approaching from the far side of the parking lot, you're coming off a tall one, and it dips and stretches, but it's a lower one, so it also covers most of the distance by being the lower one.
But it literally looks like it's a straight drive.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like there's anything, because it looks like just grass patches randomly in the parking lot. Or sometimes because it dips on such an aggressive way, it literally looks like pavement. Continuous pavement.
Yeah.
Especially in the dark.
Yeah, with no
because I remember going and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So my car went off one side and landed on the other. Airbags went off.
So by car, he's a write-off. And then the cop who came to see you almost did the same thing.
Yeah.
Because it's such a shitty-ass parking
lot. Because I had no idea what to do. I was like, okay, if it's more than whatever amount in damages, you're supposed to call a police officer. But if it's more than a certain amount and there's a second car. So I called the police officer to be like, yo, there's been an accident. It's really expensive.
Yeah.
So they showed up to see what was up.
Oh my god. They're so annoying.
So they showed up to see what was up. Came up behind where my car was and almost ended up in the fucking ditch too.
Was the guy was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like he had to pump the brakes heavy.
Yeah.
And then stopped and kind of got out and looked down and was like, Jesus Christ. And then pulled around to get beside my car.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with the fucking tow truck that came to get my car.
Almost got into the fucking ditch again.
Same time. Pulls up behind. Almost goes off the end. Has to hit the brakes. Squeaks his tires because it's a tow truck. It's fucking heavy.
Oh, yeah.
You to stop one of those, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. It was a crazy night.
Were they just like, what the fuck?
And usually when stuff like that, when the road ends,
yeah,
there's those
like
cement blocks.
Yeah. Usually the little long things.
Yeah, they're like 3-inch risers, and they're made of cement.
That I insist that I can clear with my Jetta and clear it every time, to your dismay. Which is no longer my Jetta. It is now yours. Proud new owner of a 2016 Jetta. Hey!
But yeah, those were not in this parking lot at all.
Well, no.
Because, I mean, that would have been the first thing to be like, oh, look, we can't go here.
I don't think it's a safe park. It sucks ass. I don't think we've been there ever since we moved from...
that area.
Yeah.
No.
Which is okay. I don't miss it.
Lessons learned.
Yes. We don't want to take the pirogue there.
No.
No, not
Bad
the pirogue.
Idea. Oh my god, is this The Incredibles again?
No. This is Spies whatever. It's Will Smith and the guy who plays Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
Yeah, Spies Disguise or whatever. Apparently it was supposed to be really funny.
That guy looked like not Mr. Freeze. Frozone?
Yes!
Where is my super suit?
What, the main character you mean?
Yeah.
That's Will Smith, eh? In this?
But yeah.
But I mean, I hope things get better. Not for like only Pokemon Go's sake, but for like everybody's sake. Because panic's never good, A. B, I kind of want to give birth at a better time than whatever the fuck's going on now. Right? Because that's scary. I have 4 months left.
Yep.
And I'm just scared that it's going to get worse, not better.
Does he have bad vodka?
What, Iron Hammer? I don't know. Anything else you got?
I'm just trying my best in Go Battle League. I shifted my team a little bit. Because, I mean, I played on yours because you wanted to get the rewards.
Yeah, because I suck. So I was like, maybe you can try with my Pokemon. I mean, yeah, you...
Went 2-0.
You did 2-0, but the thing is, like, you do it, but I watch you. And then you explain to me as to how and why. And that's how I learn. I can't learn by myself because, as I mentioned previously on many podcasts, I go, well, this is an electric-looking Pokemon, so it's probably just weak to this and this and good to this and this, right? But there's so many, like, different half-typings and shit like that and all the other moves that I can't keep up. So when you do it, when you play on mine, it familiarizes me with my own Pokemon and their moves.
Right.
So it's kind of like a team effort. It's kind of like a teaching moment. Which, I mean, I appreciate.
Because, like, what did I have you use? Because I had you lead with a Kingdra.
Yes, then I had in the other two, I had my Steelix.
Right. Steelix and Meganium.
Yes, because we had Frenzy Plant on that one. We had Earthquake and Crunch on my Steelix.
And Dragon Tail is the fast move.
Yes,
and Dragon Breath and Outrage on the Kingdra.
Because both of mine are double. All of mine are double moved. Yeah, they are.
I don't think your Meganium has a second move, or
I'm
your
pretty sure
Kingdra.
It does. Hold on.
I didn't use it.
Let's go see. I'm pretty sure they do, because now I want to know.
I know your Kingdra doesn't. My Kingdra doesn't, because I ended up using that same team for a bit when I was doing Go Battle League 2 on my team.
It's the little nutsack cast form. I want a shiny Mankey.
Isn't it like blue?
Green or something. Oh my god, that's so weird.
Seeking?
Just wild. How weird is that?
Much weird.
I'm nowhere near water either. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find a shiny thing. I remember when I got a shiny seal walking home. That was awesome. Not the Pokemon I wanted to be shiny, but
a shiny.
But a shiny nonetheless.
Did you want to do some catching? I'll check IVs for you and clean out your storage.
Yeah, you were supposed to do that yesterday.
And then
we were supposed to do that.
Couldn't find the Android.
And so you said you were going to look for the Android. Yeah, so my Meganium has Frenzy Plant and Earthquake.
Alright, okay. Steelix has both.
Yeah, he has Crunch, Earthquake, and the fast move is Dragon Tail.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Kingdra is just Dragon Breath and Outrage.
Yeah.
Actually.
But that's the beauty of the dragon moves, is that they usually do a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're not using him to get to Outrage, you're using him to hit him with the Dragon Breath over and over.
Most of my guys have double moves, like my
Yeah, most of the guys that you used in tournaments and stuff.
Yeah, Acid Spray and Leaf Tornado. Oh my god, I almost hit Powered Up.
It would ask you before you did.
Terrible. My Wiggly thing has Play Rough and Ice Beam. My Swallow doesn't. My Charizard, of course it does.
Yeah.
Because it has Blast Burn and Dragon Claw. And Fire Spin as the fast move. And it's shiny. Shiny. Oh yeah, my Swallow has Sludge Bomb and Ice Beam. He has been my, he's come in clutch.
Yeah, you almost beat Ceramics with that one.
I did. He was like, what the fuck? Because remember, that was the tournament that everyone decided to pull Swallowed out. And I was like, fuck it, I like it.
Because it looks like a goober.
I'ma keep it. And it was pretty good.
Yeah, because you hit him with something he wasn't expecting.
Yeah, because everyone's so, I find in our tournament, everyone's so meta-oriented and so, meta-absorbed that, they won't do anything else. And I'll just be like, here, just swallow it. That's why, remember when we were doing Master League and the Go Battle thing?
Yeah.
Everyone was following something, and I was like, I'm gonna put in a Metagross, and I'm gonna put in a Mewtwo, and I'm gonna put in... I forget what the fuck the other one was. The third one. But literally everything that's, not supposed to be there. Just whatever the fuck I felt like. I won every single match. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm just doing this for funsies because I wanted to get to my rewards. But I was like, how the fuck am I even surviving right now? It was really funny because everyone was all like, Giratina, this and that. Then I was like, and no. So I did my own thing, and then it actually fucking worked. I was like, okay, cool. So that happened. But then again, I only got to rank 2 on the preseason.
Oh, well, give you some goals for this one.
Sure.
You're like, no.
No. I'll go back to collecting.
What have I started to run? Because I did that same lineup. Pretty much identical.
To mine?
Literally identical. But better PvP IVs.
For what?
Kingdra, Steelix, and Meganium.
What makes you think my IVs are shit?
Because we weren't checking IVs when you're using them in tournaments.
Yes, we were.
We weren't checking PvP appropriate.
I think we might have been, to be honest with you. On a couple of them.
Maybe. But my Meganium, I evolved in Christmas time with better PvP IVs.
Yeah, because I traded it to you.
No, that was the Bayleaf.
Oh, yes, the Bayleaf. Sorry, fuck. Both are green and goofy.
Yeah, I started with that one, and then I was finding a lot of difficulty with, steel types.
Okay.
Like Registeel and shit. So I swapped Steelix for Mawile. I went back to that Mawile, because...
You feel just better with it, dude.
Well, yeah, Fire Fang in front, and then just Power Up Punch, and then it just becomes a friggin' Wrecking Ball. And then I started shifting a little bit, so I pulled... Because Mawile needs shields, Kingdra was a rough lead, because Kingdra needs shields too.
Mm-hmm.
So I swapped to Skarmory, so I was sort of shifting back to what I had before, because what I had before was Skarmory, Mawile, and Swampert.
Yeah.
but I left the Meganium in because it was doing a lot of damage. But now I've shifted to more of a Skarmory lead, because it can usually take most things. People sometimes lead with Altaria, and Skarmory can usually battle. You're just like, oh, I've had enough of this.
I have had enough of this. I regret starting this topic.
And then I have my rank 27 Azumarill and Lucario.
Straight flexing.
Everything with 3 moves.
Oh my god.
And I'm not doing well with that team. I've got to find some sort of adjustment. Because I saw, like, in the preseason, people were saying, like, Lucario to close because it just, like, power up punch, power up punch, power up punch. Yeah. Very similar to, what cup was that? Kingdom?
Yeah.
Where it was just power up punch, power up punch.
It was like a fucking Lucario every time. I
was
like,
yeah.
Fuck this.
But that was when power up punch did more damage.
Yeah, that's literally where I left my phone and I told Jamie, just do whatever you gotta do, I'm hungry. So I went and got food while he just fucking...
But yeah, so I'm playing around, shifting things. Like, I've got a Lucario that I like to use when it's Ultra League, but I'm trying to see where I can make it fit here.
Yeah, I mean, it's all, like, touch and go, right? You have to feel it out to see what you can actually really do.
But what I've been...
It's so vast, I find.
Yeah, and that's the
With
beauty.
no focus, it's just like...
That's the beauty of Great League, though.
Yeah.
There's so much. And I've seen a lot of people pull Whiscash.
I like Whiscash.
Whiscash and...
Whiscash is the Waluigi, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whiscash and Swampert are very similar because they both have that ground type fast attack, which means it big time hurts your steel types, I think. No, probably not.
I don't know.
I can't even remember right now. My brain's not working. But it definitely hurts Mawile. Mawile is weak to ground.
Well, there you go.
But, I don't know. I'm just trying to get comfortable again because I feel like the meta seems to have shifted a bit with Go Battle League, so which is good.
It keeps it,
I'm glad
it interesting.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not stagnant. It's ever evolving. That's a positive. And hopefully with that, people will see the fun in, Silpharina with meta that shifts every month. I think that'll be beautiful.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to see the development, right?
But yeah, and also Silpharina with the Toxic Cup, they've extended it to the end of April because of everything that's been going on.
Yeah, and I mean, it's unfortunate, but, like, it has to be done.
Yeah.
It's just interesting to see what's going on now. Okay, I think we need to cut it because the cats are actually losing their fucking mind. Why do you guys do this? Oh my god, look, it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm so fast.
I want to
go fast. Can we watch Talladega Nights?
We can see if we have it somewhere.
We do. It's on Netflix. I already checked.
Okay.
And go.
Alright, so make sure you tune in on Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts. We're also available on Stitcher, iHeartRadio. God, where else are we available?
Everywhere.
Castbox, all sorts of places.
Just search us. You'll find us.
Search for Pokemon.
You'll be fine.
PkmnMstrz on Spotify. You can actually still search Jolt Switch because
you're a Jolt Switch.
Yeah, because it has the proper title, but because I wrote the intro thing, like the bio
as Jolt Switch, it still pulls you.
Yeah,
because you're the author.
Yeah.
Yes.
So make sure to like, follow, and subscribe on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All of those links are in the description here, alongside our Discord and Patreon and everything there. It's got all that information. If you want to send us an email, you always can at joltswitch@outlook.com. And you can leave us a voicemail or send us a text message at 548-800-5091.
5091. Tell me a story. Don't be a dick.
Tell her a story. That's all she wants.
It's literally been like
to hear
months.
A story. Jenny even said that.
Yes, Jenny did say that. Because Jenny knows. I like a good story. My favorite thing is when, like, one of my friends texts me, "Yo, bitch," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, let me sit down for this."
Let me sit down for this.
Yeah, it's usually pretty good.
Everyone have a good week, and we'll see you in the next one.
Okay, bye. Dun 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 dun. I'm gonna have ice cream. Na 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 na. La 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 la.